This video is not to replace the video about how to mechanically post to forums. This video instead is about um, kind of my expectations other than what's provided for you in the rubric about forums, especially if you've never done these before, in my classes at least. Um, and this is a typical forum. This might not be the forum for the particular class you're taking at this time, but it's a good example. When you open up the assignment, you'll see this. And at the very top, you'll note, the due date for the first post and then a due date for the second. The first post, remember, is your response to the article or the question posed in the forum, which I'll get to here in a second. And the second one is your response to another student or students as required by the assignment, your response to them. Always remember, we got the amount of points right here, the instructions, and note the watch this video, and here's the link for it. In this particular case, I have a question posed in the text that I'm using as the topic for discussion. And on this one, it's go to page 56 of your text, use the questions posed by the marketing discussion, and then the title of that discussion is marketing planning. The files, here's the rubric and an example of the type of or the level of quality or thought I want you to put into a forum, either question or article that I might put on here. Now, as far as an article goes, we have one of two formats. Either, as in this case, there's going to be a question that I'm going to pose that's going to be in the book, or maybe I'll put it on here. Kind of depends on the course a little bit and the text. Or where you see files, I'll have an actual article in there, and that's the article that you'll analyze. Now, what do I mean by analyze? Well, it's just that. I'm not after a book report. I mean, anyone can go in, read an article, and tell me what it says. I mean, that was, 8th grade, you did your last book report. I'm really interested in you reading an article, looking at a question, thinking about it in context of the class, your experience, other coursework that you may have done, your work background, so on and so forth, and really truly analyzing it and looking at it in two ways. One is as a critique, not that you have to criticize everything, but just what do you see as, what you can take away from the article and use potentially, or that you may find disagreement with. And there's lots of ways to take that. Or you want to go beyond just saying, hey, I really liked it. We need to know why. Remember, this is a discussion that's a threaded discussion that other students, i.e. your classmates, are going to read and look at your thoughts on it. And because they will have read the exact same one. In a certain sense, it's like a movie review. So that's one way to, or one element in this analysis. The second analysis I want you to do is well, how can I use this? Contrast two different people. One person has an article that they found, and they go to their boss and say, boss, you should read this article. See what you think. That's person number one. Person number two, which is what I'm hoping who you are, I'm confident that you are, is one that reads the article, gleans the relevant facts, and says, boss, I read an article about X. Here are some of the takeaways or elements of the article that the author put out that we can use in situation X, Y, or Z, or our work life, or marketing, finance, whatever it might be. What are the takeaways? What are the gold nuggets that you can pull from that? So if you kind of go on those two tracks, you'll be doing very well. Okay, real thought. I want you to really think about them. And then when you go and read someone else's, you're again making another critique in a certain sense. It's not that you have to tell them that they're, because you want to keep the discussion or the forum all professional. It's not to say to tell somebody how dumb they are. That's produces nothing positive in result. But you can challenge someone to say, I don't really see it this way, or had you considered this, or to add to their analysis. And then so that's your response to their main post, i.e. your first post. And then the second post is the one where you look at other student or students. You can again analyze or respond to as many as you want. For this particular one, 2 replies are required for your reply to other students' main post. The initial post, only 1. You only make 1 of those. And again, just to remind you, you want to write both of them, or all 3 of them in this case, in Word, so you can run grammar and spell check on it and make sure it says what you mean it to say. And then you can copy and paste it and put it in the dialog box. Okay, I hope that helps you better understand what my expectations are, and that you can use that to your benefit. So apply yourself to this, really get into the discussion, go back and forth. You can make multiple replies. That's when these articles and questions or questions become very very helpful to you. So thank you very much, and I look forward to reading what you produce and all your good ideas and observations. Thank you.